Alright, hello everyone. Just gonna make sure that everything is up to speed. Okay, chat is loaded. Now I'm waiting for the little notification on my phone that I have gone live. Do. Is it gonna tell me? Maybe. Is it gonna tell me, please? Okay. Maybe? Are we live? Doesn't usually take this long to tell me. Are we live? That is the question. Oh, we are. Okay. There it goes. Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Outer Planets mod. Firstly, my cursor won't go above it, but down here, I got a new follower. And it was, the day after my last stream, so thank you to Mecha Micro something, for the follow. Yeah, so that's exciting. I got a new mod. I got a transfer window planner. So really quickly, I wanted to take a look. That contract should be done. Did it not complete? It should have completed. Feria VIP. Yeah, it's done. So I don't know why it's still showing up here. What? Okay, really quickly. Oh, that's the screenshot button. What is the menu? Is it F9? Nope, that's, quick load. What's the menu? F10? No. Oops, that's the R&D facility. I just want to make sure that contract actually cleared. Because it's showing up down here. It's not showing up over here. Alt F12, that's what it is. Okay, let me just make sure that it's not showing up here. It's not, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Anyways, so got transfer window planner. I wanted to take a look at, see, I don't know why it's showing up here. Maybe it'll disappear. I wanted to take a look at the Eve orbital height. So let's see. So final orbit would be, sorry, Eve insertion burn. Final orbit would be 10,003. Nope. Oh, whoops, because I'm editing the wrong thing. 10,328. Let's plot it. Okay, that's a while away. When is that? That is, I mean, we have like forever to do this, but I wanna plot that. So when is that? 397 days. Oh, actually, that's not that far away. Okay. But then I also wanted to do some flybys. Let's just say no insertion burn and plot it. Okay, so we have one coming up. I'm going to add that to the alarm. And that is sooner. I also want to look at potentially Moho. Oh, that's way far away, but I'll add it. Oh, actually, that's not that far away. Okay, cool. I love this tool. I really love it. Yeah. Oh, and that's really not a lot of delta V. How much is this one? 1033, that's it? Okay. Interesting. Okay. But something I did notice about these contracts, actually it would be better if I pulled them up here. Where is it? No, that one's fine. Build a new orbital station. This one. Also this one, no, that's fine. This one. It wants me to hold the stationary orbit above a specific spot. Same thing with the Eve one. I've never done that before, so we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, we have a while to do this. But I think the first thing I want to do is, are there any transfer windows that are like right now? Uh, that's that's a while away. That's a while away. Oh, that one's close. Let's add that alarm. That's in 22 days. Plot it. That one's also really close. That one's in 45 days. I don't think we're going to go for that one quite yet. What's our tracking station level? We should probably upgrade that. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that. Um, let's just check. So now it's at max. The only thing is I don't think once we get to the outer planets we're actually going to be able to communicate. I'm just curious when some of these windows are. Year 1, day 103. When is this one? Year 1, day 71. That one's a while away, and that is a long travel time. Do I want to go for the Starness window, or do I want to go for the Duna window? I think the answer is I want to go for the Duna window, so I'm just going to cancel that Starness one. I think I'm also going to cancel the Moho one for now. So let's see. If I was in an active flight, I don't think I could create a node from here. Interesting. Okay. So, which one do I want to do first? I think I want to design this. Also, something I wanted to bring up is I messed up my naming scheme. I meant to just have like the Curtis naming. Oh, also this is what I launched the VIP in. I did that between streams. Um, the Curtis naming scheme was meant to be for anything within the MUN, but then I ended up switching to the diamonds for MUN landings. Actually, I think I just switched to the diamonds entirely, which was not entirely what I meant to do. So that's my bad. So yeah. Which contract was it? Oh yeah, I was gonna design the testing craft. So I'm gonna skip E for now because E is going to be the Minmus names. And I just have to test. Yeah, I just have to test the motor while on an escape trajectory from the MUN. Okay, so we're actually going to skip E because that's reserved for Minmus, and we are going to go for the Figaro 1. This is going to be based on a probe core, and I'm actually going to stick a pretty beefy relay antenna on top of this thing. It'll just serve as a deep space relay. That's it. That's basically what it's going to do. And then I want some batteries. And let's just stick some, although I really want, I don't think those are going to be able to reach beyond the dish here. So I think what I'm going to do actually, hello Tasmania. How do these look? How do these look? Those are too big. Okay. So instead, I'm actually going to save those for a lower stage. So what we'll do is we'll put this guy here. Oh, okay, now it says that contract was complete. Cool, we got more reputation because of that. Definitely me. Let's see. Oh, we got structural tubes. Interesting. Oh, thank you for the follow, Tasmania. And now your name is the one displayed down here. Congratulations. So, how do I want to design this? We do have a stack tricoupler, although that's a little big. So I want an adapter No, I don't. Yes, I do. Um, and I want to do some deep space science here. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Let me turn off the shroud so I can edit this. I've never used this before. Adaptor. Um, I am going to get a bunch of deep space science. I know I haven't run either of these, like in the Kerbin, Mun, or Minma sphere of influence, but I'm going to run some deep space science and just transmit it straight back to Kerbin. In fact, I'm going to stick a bunch of batteries on this thing, and I'm going to clip these in. And then I want just one of these. Oh, this is going to be hard to stick on. Can I get it to be relatively central? And just for mass purposes, I am going to stick a second one on. Although, how much is that? That's 0.05. This one's 0.005. So I want a couple mystery goos then. How's that center of mass looking? Pretty center. And then I want a, this one's 0.005, which is the same as the thermometer, which is also the same as the barometer, which is slightly annoying. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do two of these. Oh wait, actually, yeah, when properly settled. Okay, so we can't even use this one. So what I'll do is I will stick a thermometer there and a barometer. Man, this thing does not want to stick it there. And then we can put the shroud back on. Those are slightly clipping through, but I'm sure it's fine. Actually, no, it's not. What I'll do is I will turn off snapping. I'm doing pretty good. Just kind of been relaxing a little bit after the move. I am on Wi-Fi today because I haven't quite set everything up. So if the stream goes down, that's why. I'm on Wi-Fi instead of Ethernet. Those are sticking through, but I'm sure it's fine. So that's all the science equipment, and then I want the solar panels. I'm actually going to stick them below this. Not terribly. We got a pretty early start, so there wasn't really a lot of people in the way, which was nice. Not until the end, anyways. So we're going to stick these here. Not like that. We are going to flip them upside down so that they're facing the other way. I know it doesn't really matter because they rotate, but just so they deploy that way. So we're going to move all that up. And then hopefully this doesn't like explode out and hit anything. But what I'm going to do is I really want to... I'm gonna put this on vacuum mode, actually. Oh, this gets its own stage. Okay. Let me turn the shroud off then, because I might just encase this whole thing in a fairing. Yeah, I mostly didn't. But we're gonna stick some Mark 1 liquid fuel fuselages on here, and we're actually gonna start auto-starting this stuff. I don't need a lot. I believe the Duna window was what? 1033. So I don't need a lot. So like honestly, even this would probably be enough. Yeah, insane. Um, so that's fine then. So let's do auto strut. In fact, I probably don't even need 3 of these, although the thrust away is probably terrible. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, so here comes my shady design standards for craft with nuclear engines. Those need to be on the same stage. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have these. Oh, I don't have a bigger Airstream protective shell, so I do need this guy then. Now the fun part is getting this to properly stick on. There it goes. So let's just save that. And then I need the fairing, which I don't, is this going to let me extend it out enough? Yeah, it's fine. It's going to be a heavy fairing, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so then we need to move this whole thing up. So the fun part, how are we going to launch this thing? I think uh, orbital insertion and hopefully on flyby stage should be this size. And I'm going to need more than this. And let's see, I could probably get away with using a cheetah for this stage, although it has such low thrust. Do I just want to use... I mean, it's very efficient. It's very efficient, especially higher up. Okay, we're using a cheetah. And it comes with its own decoupler, which is interesting. I think. Unless it's just low. Let me see. No, it doesn't. Okay, so then I want a TD18 decoupler. Altitude, like, I don't know, 50 something. That should be relatively enough. How much does the craft weigh? 30 tons already. That's a little crazy. Also, I want to definitely auto-strut this guy. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and use a, nope, wrong adapter. This one. And then this one I will use legit struts for, because past here, auto strut is kind of cracking bait. But then let's just use a Rockamax 32. Probably gonna need two of these. Do I have an orange variant of this? I do. Oh, you can use, oh, European Space Agency variant. That's nice. And then I definitely am gonna want a mainsail here. Now, how much does that give me at sea level? Not enough. So I probably want to use solids, and I think in the thoroughbreds, I mean they're just nice. With a couple of these decouplers, um, I don't know if two is going to be enough. We shall see. And let's move these down. What does that give us? 1.41? That's not terrible. I mean, that will go down as we add, like, nose cones, but... So I want to strut these in, and I have to do this slightly different spot. There we go. Strut them in down here. How's that looking? 1.4. That's probably fine. And then I want to add some wings, and I think tail fins would be fine here. No, I want 4 of them, please. About there should be good. Authority limiter, maximum. Alright, so I'm going to save this. And then there shouldn't be any crew in here, but just checking. The other thing is, I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't do that until I'm out in space. That's fine. Let's see. So strutted that in. Wings, wings, wings. Okay. So now I want to grab some... Oh, did I not grab that tech node yet? I did not. I did not grab these separatrons yet. That's fine, honestly. Because if we can't manage to get a flyby, then this will just be a deep space relay, which is fine. So we're gonna just save this, and I'm gonna use some stability enhancers, just because I don't quite trust this guy. All right, it's an expensive craft. I hope we're getting a lot for this. I guess we technically don't have this tech node yet, but yeah, because it's experimental. Okay. So this should be good. So let's just launch this thing. Yeah, Kerbals. So this is the goal of this is to complete the testing the nuclear engine contract, the nerve motor. Um, and I decided to kind of double purpose it as a, deep space relay. I forgot to do my action groups. That's fine. Oh, I have the maneuver tool now. That's neat. Also, what is... Oh, that's the distant object enhancement. Okay. So we're just gonna bring this up, toggle up, even though it's solid, so I don't really need to. And we are just going to go for launch. Little slow off the pad. And this is like a decently massive payload, so I'm gonna do just a slight gravity turn, especially for like this size of engine. That is a pretty heavy payload. Now our inclination is pretty off. So, also want the contracts pinned open. Alright, past 10 kilometers. Inclination is not great, but whatever. Oh, and we have a roll going on. That's interesting. Although our apoapsis is pretty high, so let's just stage and point as horizontal as we can. Oh boy. I'm gonna point a little radial to raise the periapsis and drop the apoapsis a little bit. And I think I'll target like 85 kilometers if we reach that on this stage. Alright, 86, close enough. So I'm gonna wait until this gets into space. Alright, we're in space. I'm gonna deploy the fairing and extend the solar panels. Now, I can't remember, is this rerunnable? I brought two, so if it's not, then it's not too big of a deal. Oh, and we launched literally at the opposite spot. So let's, first of all, oh, Allow partial. Yeah, because that's going to eat away our electricity. Cool. So, wait, did I just freak it out? Oh no, wait, that is rerunnable. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so okay, that's the zone where we need to hold the geostationary orbit when we get there. So I just want to circularize, and that's good enough. Point at that node. Oh man, this is slow to turn. Oh my, this is a slow turner. Okay. So we'll just point at the node and then time warp until the burn. And burn. Good enough. Okay. And I meant to drop this stage before we actually reached orbit because this thing is very slow to... you know what? I'm going to drop this stage and just get a little bit of distance. Space debris, but it's fine. So now what I want to do is I want to plot a... Oh, that's the geostationary, I think. No, this is the other one. This is the geostationary. Which, interestingly, Curtis 2 is like... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Oh. Oh, because that's our inclination relative to the... Okay, got it. So I want to burn around here, which is, kind of the opposite of where you want to burn, but that's fine. And then let's adjust the timing this way. So is that slingshotting us out? It is not. Am I on the wrong side? Is that the issue? There we go. That is an escape trajectory. What is that periapsis? Little low, so we don't want to overburn, that's for sure. And let's see how this guy is at turning. Not any better. Wow. You know what? I should have done what I usually do and put reaction wheels at the top of each fuel tank up here. I just wanted to keep the price and mass down, but oh well, you live and you learn. How's our electric charge doing? Oh, we're fine. Oh, this is going to be a 2-minute burn. Yeah, this engine definitely burns a little slowly. But let's just get over to this maneuver and time warp. And we're actually drifting off a little bit, which is interesting. Is that Moho? That is Moho. Okay. So, about 55 seconds until this burn. And we're just going to time warp there. Man, I cannot wait to get the fly-by-wire avionics unit. Alright, and we are good for burn. It's a long burn. So do I physics warp? Let's get on the node. So let's... Okay, 2x is fine. 3x, a little wobbly. 4x, we're fine, I guess. Drifting off the node a little bit. Oh, that is extremely sensitive. Okay. Oh, and we have a wobble now, because we physics warped it. Okay, let's just get back on the node. And physics warp once again. The wobble is back. Okay, yeah, we're drifting way off the node. Okay. So I want to come out here, and I want to, that's Minmus, I want to focus view. Oh, interestingly, this is the wrong side, but it still gave us an escape trajectory. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I guess because we're coming back. So, huh, that's interesting. I did not think that would work ever. And there's that MUN satellite we need to do. Oh, I need to rename that. Whoops. Because that is no longer damage. It is just useless. Oh. I want to point prograde if possible. Interestingly, it says we're off the maneuver, but what's that periapsis? There we go. So is that still an escape trajectory? It is. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to warp to... Let's just warp to the sphere of influence. Oh, what the? And that is why we quick save. Because after warping, we lost the encounter. Okay, so let's try that again. Do we still have the encounter? We do. So, focus view. What happens if I start time warping? 5x? 10x? 50x? 100x? Can we do 1000x? Yeah, so now it's fine. Interesting. Okay. So let's just get into the sphere of influence. Oh, what? Our encounter's gone. What? Um... Nope, 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 nope. Don't do that. What if I specifically told it to 22 minutes and 19 seconds? What if I told it to warp there? Is it going to get in the sphere of influence? You know what? I wonder if it's showing me my next orbit, and that's why. Okay, so now what I want to do is I actually want to warp just directly to the periapsis. And hopefully we don't crash into the moon. Let's just F5 just in case. Looks like we'll be fine. And what I want to do is I want to point orbital prograde. Let's have the contract open. Where is the testing contract? Okay, the MUN escape trajectory. We are good. So now what I want to do is I want to stage and stage. And there we go. And now I'm just going to burn a little bit so that that gets away from us. Okay, cool. So let's quick save here. So that contract is done. Now what I want to do is I want to warp to the escape. And let's refocus the craft. Okay, cool. And now I want to warp to this escape. If it'll let me. Oh, I haven't quite exited the sphere of influence. That would be why. Come in. Okay. So now I want to warp to this escape. And that actually kind of zoomed by. We don't have any alarms coming up, do we? No. Okay. Oh, I don't care about where I'm pointing anymore. Alright, so we're about... Alright, we have escaped the sphere of influence of Kerbin. That should be a world's first milestone. Yeah. Initiate the first flyby of the sun, entered orbit of the sun. We tested that. So now what I want to do is, oh, interestingly, we have another Kerbin encounter, and I'm curious. So we're passing in front of Kerbin because it's actually going to drop the periapsis. I might mess with that in a second. We have about, we have almost 3,500 delta V just to see where we can go. But now what I want to do is I want to observe the mystery goo. I want to transmit. I want to run a magnetometer report. Let's check our electricity. Let's transmit that. That is going to eat up the electricity. I am actually going to point this like normal. Just so at least one and a half of our solar panels are always facing the sun. So that was a magnetometer report. We can log the pressure data and transmit that. We can log the temperature data, thermometer, and transmit that. And out of curiosity, how much would we get for the other mystery goo? Nothing. Okay, well, that's rather unfortunate. So we are recharging our electricity. We have a while until our next alarm. So now I just want to see... Oh, and we're also starting to track some asteroids. Oh, that's a comet. I'm going to view and tracking station, actually, and then I'll just jump back to this craft. Yeah, so this guy is... Is it not a comet? What? That's an asteroid? Is it because we don't actually have a telescope, so it's thinking all of these are bigger than they are? Or maybe it's just not close enough to the sun? I'm not sure. Whatever, we will hide that for now. Actually, no, it's the only one we're tracking. I'll just keep it. Also, I want to rename this. Mun repaired satellite. Cool. And I'll just go back to Figaro. Okay. So let's just see if we can get an encounter. So, out of curiosity, the periapsis is not that far away. So, like, if I were to burn retrograde, I'm getting more Kerbin encounters, which is interesting. If I could get a gravity assist, that'd be a little spicy. Well, let's just see. Do I get an Eve encounter? Like, if I set Eve as target, and then I continue pulling retrograde, we do have a little bit of inclination, but I'm just curious. No. Okay, so what if I set Moho as the target? And I just keep pulling. The periapsis and descending node are actually quite close. Moho is probably the easiest to get to. From, like, just a... Ooh. That is awfully close. Can we get a Moho flyby? Oh, that's so close. Oh, I lost the encounter. Radial? Radial other way? Normal? Normal other way? Oh, it is very close. Zero out the radial? More retrograde? Nope. And this is just costing 1,000,000 delta V. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to set Eve as the target again. And I want to just see if I can get an encounter. Okay, so when does our marker show up? Right there. If I add... Oh, we're getting an encounter with something. Oh, we're getting an encounter with Kerbin. And what is that doing to our orbit? Not really anything good. Oh dear. Okay, well that maneuver's not getting anything. Okay, so can I refine this Kerbin encounter? So I'm going to add a maneuver. And then I'm going to focus on Kerbin. Let me click Kerbin's orbital line. Where is Kerbin's orbital line? Which one is it? I think it's this one. Nope, that's our line. Oh dear. Why is focusing on Kerbin always so difficult? Okay, there we go. So now, this is on the wrong side. So what can I do to my maneuver to get it to go to the other side? Where did that take it? Radial? Radial other way. Although that kind of threw it out of whack. Let's take this down a bit. This is like... No, this is just consistently on the wrong side. But what does that do to my final orbit? It's still taking it closer. And I would really like for it to go the opposite way. Let's like change this by 10 seconds. That's not really doing much. So what if I went radial and then like normal? We're getting a third encounter there actually, but right now we're, crashing into the planet. So more radial. It's still on the wrong side. Let's go retrograde. That completely loses it. Let's go less retrograde. That still completely loses it. Oh no, I just moved it out here. Radial this way. I'm getting a moon encounter there. That's spicy. What does that do to our final orbit? Not much. Okay. Radial this way. And way less prograde. No, it's going the wrong way. I don't think we can actually refine this that well. So, yeah, so we'll just leave this as a deep space relay. It'll get another Kerbin encounter, and that will be fine. And that's going to change its orbit to that. So eventually it will get another Kerbin encounter. And what I would like to do is I would like to add this sphere of influence change. And I want to do it like 1 minute ahead is honestly fine. So let's add that alarm. That's in 9 years. Okay. So let's go back to the Space Center. You missed me playing. Sorry, my voice died for a second. Wow, you missed me playing with maneuver nodes. Oh, we can recover that debris? That's kind of insane. So we get a little more money from that. We can't upgrade this guy yet. But that is perfectly fine. We did get a little bit of science. Can we spend it on anything? We can, actually. So what would I like? I could do advanced fuel systems. That does get the Rockomax Jumbo 64. Could do command modules. Which gets us quite a bit, actually. Specialized control. Oh, that gets us the fly-by-wire. Oh, that's tempting. I might have to do the fly-by-wire. My voice has just been weird all day. I don't know what it is. Oh man, do I want fly-by-wire or command modules? This would allow us to take 3 crew. We already can take 3 crew. It would give us the cupola. But no, I think I have to go for the fly-by-wire. It's just, I use it so often. I'm going to quick save here. Oh, sure. Okay, so now let's do the geostationary. I was yelling at nobody. So this will be, where are we? Because I messed up my naming. So this will be, yeah, so now that we've completed the nuclear contract, we can't use it until we unlock it. So that's fun. This will be the Bonsai 6, trying to recover my naming. It will be based on a Probodobidine hex. Oh, you know what? I just realized, do we even have monoprop tanks? We do, it's just these. That's fine. Because I want to get this pretty accurate. I mean, you could make that joke. It's just whether or not you should. And I know geostationary isn't great for relay antennas, but I'm gonna put one anyways. Because this has like a bajillion range. Although it takes a lot of electric charge. That's fine. So throw on a couple batteries. And let's throw on 4 more. And then throw on a reaction wheel. And then I want to just throw on a small fuel tank. I'm actually going to throw on 2 so that I can do my old clip these in trick. I say mine, there's actually a lot of people that do this, and we're going to auto strut all of those. They are clipped into the batteries. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then for this, do I want to use a spark or do I want to use a... What? Do I not have? Oh, I could use like an ant. Or a, I think that's the only one I have that's that small. So I guess we'll just use the spark. Even though it's not the best engine, it does have gimbling. Oh, what are the variants? Truss mount and bear? I like the truss mount. So that has 2711 delta V. It also has a, or sorry, it has 3274 delta V. And it has a low enough thrust to weight that I am okay with it. Although I'm about to drop the delta V. And also I need solar panels. And we're just gonna stick those out here. Yeah, that should be enough. And then I want, what do I want? Oh, and what does the, so that one just has an antenna and can generate power. What is the geostationary? Thermometer, mystery goo, and accelerometer. So for that I can do thermometer, accelerometer, and I'll do 2 mystery goos so that the mass is evenly distributed. This is a very compact satellite. The other thing I would like to do is I would like to see its center of mass is there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add fuel tanks. These are quite large. These are a lot smaller. I'm gonna add these guys up here, I think. That is quite the craft. And then I want the lower thrust, and I want the orthogonal 5-horn. So I'm gonna put 4 here, And that's right below the circle, so I need these to be right above the circle, but I need them to be like relatively the same. Okay, so I'm going to change this up actually. I'm going to move these to like here. That's not straight on though. Okay, what if instead I did something like this? And then these need to be moved up so that there's no torque. Sure. So that is the craft. And just this stage alone has 2486. So we're probably not going to need a lot to lift this. So let's get our tiny decoupler. Put those in the same stage. Would where am I looking? Would this guy stretch enough to cover the whole thing? Yes. Cool. So that's nice. So then we probably don't need a lot to lift this. In fact, probably just probably two of these. What am I looking for? Swivel. And sea level. That already has a 1.26. Let's make this gray and orange. Gray and orange. Any variants I want to use? I like the truss mounts. I really like the truss mounts, but I'll use the shroud. And then I want two decouplers here. I'll just use these guys. Actually, no, I'll use, not that. I'll use these guys. And then I want two more of these. And some reliance. And then fuel line. Nose cone. Struts. Cool. So just these two, what is that thruster weight? 1.22. How about these? 1.71. That's good enough. And then I want these guys. And I want some aerodynamics. So tail fins. Can I get 4? Will it let me? These are probably a little too big. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then actually I also want to strut these in. And then I'm going to recolor them. So SLS style. Is there any variants of this? There's the dark variant. I'll just use the dark variant. So this should be good enough. Now the tricky part is going to be getting directly over that zone. Again, I've never done that before, so I might have to do like sort of a harmonic orbit thing. We'll see how that goes. But I specifically brought the RCS so that if I need like a tiny adjustment, I can do it. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just, you know, we do it my way or no way. Alright, so let's throttle up. Let's quick save. I'm gonna collapse this for now because it's kind of in the way. And let's go. So the orbit I need is pretty up there. 2,863,334 meters. Exactly. Oh, and we have a roll. That's exciting. Our inclination is ooh, hello. that was exciting. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to fix the inclination, which is slightly annoying. Okay. My interest in rockets came from Apollo. Well, hearing about Apollo 11 and like that's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Like that's where it came from. Like I watched clips from it and everything when I was a kid. All right, so let's just go horizontal. I can fix my inclination later. Where is my apoapsis right now? Not over the zone. Okay. So I'm probably going to do some inefficient burns here because I want my final apoapsis to be over this spot. Oh, but it's going to rotate. This is going to be tricky. Let's get some radial going. How's my inclination looking? Can I pull that up a bit? Uh, Other way? Come on, pull it down. Oh well. 100 kilometers. Let's call that good. And let's just circularize here. Oh, and I forgot to put a fly-by-wire avionics unit on because I was just thinking I should use that so I can lock two maneuver nodes, but I forgot. All right, this is basically going to be a pure prograde burn, but I need to move this down a little bit. There we go. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, and burn. Oop, overburned. That's fine. So what I think I'm gonna do actually is I'm just gonna. Oh, that's in 33 seconds. I'm gonna warp to here. The other thing I'm gonna do is oh, I can't do it while time warping. Okay, we've already passed the periapsis. That's fine. Deploy the fairing, and then grab our solar panels. And because I forgot to do an action group once again, I have to extend all 4 of them manually. That's fine. So now what I'm gonna do is on the next go around, I'm just gonna get our apoapsis like as close as possible. Oh, actually, oh, our descending node is 0. We're fine. So what is it? It's 2,863,334. We are directly over the spot right now. Oop, a little less. Why did it? Why would you get rid of that? I needed that. 863,334. That's about as close as I'm getting for now. It is going to be that is going to be in 31 minutes. I'm not sure what the most efficient way to do this is when you have a specific spot like that, so I guess we're gonna find out. Game is also lagging a little bit, but I think it's because I have like a bajillion windows open. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, and burn. This is probably not going to be exact, but that's what the RCS is for. Oh, I definitely overburned, so I'm actually going to flip to retrograde. And I'm just going to do a small burn. So 2.83. That's pretty close. So let's, oh god, is it H to go forward? Yeah. 376, that's pretty close. Oh wait, no, I need to go other way. How's our monoprop doing? Oh, we have a lot, okay. 8, 6, 3, 3, 3, 4. Oh, that is exact. I mean, we're not going to, I mean, like, technically 3, 3, 3, 4, but that's fine. And we're probably not going to maintain that, but what I would like to do is I want to warp up to here. So, oh, that is very close. Will it rotate in time? That is the question. Oh, why did our apoapsis change? That's extremely annoying. Let's just, if it's not directly above the spot, we can fix it later, I think. Like, how close is that? So that apoapsis would be 843 by 831. For the contract purposes, I think that's going to be correct, and then I can fix it after. I just want a little, oh, little less, little less. About there. Okay. This is going to be a prograde burn. And we will be getting on to the next stage in the middle of this burn, which is fine. So let's time warp. I don't think it's gonna rotate all the way around. Which is slightly annoying. Yeah, it's not counting it. I'll have to find a way to fix that after. What I might do is I might just lower it slightly so that we sort of catch up to it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and burn. And I need to be in this screen. Stage. Stage. Oh, that is loud. That is a loud engine. Okay, so there's the orbit-ish. So now what I need to do is I'm actually gonna, it's not exactly geostationary. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the periapsis just a little bit. I'm actually gonna do this slightly before the apoapsis. Like, let's drop it to 2.4. It'll be a retrograde burn in about 9 minutes. And it'll be a 3-second burn. I don't think this is quite low enough to bring it to the exact spot I need it. Three, two, one, and burn. Okay. So now I want to... So our orbit has reappeared. That is fine. I want to warp around to here. Oh, and we're actually getting ahead of it. I think I may have done this the wrong way. Yeah, we're getting ahead of it now. So I might just keep warping until we're back above it. So that was about a quarter of an orbit, so let's just, let's go by 1,000. Oh my. Like, our next alarm is the Kerbin-Aduna transfer window, which is fine. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. 10,000 just for a second. Oh boy. A little longer. Until we start catching up to it. Okay, let's look at that. Um, at the apoapsis, will we be above it? I think we need like another 2 orbits, maybe? Maybe just 1. Yeah, we're pretty close to being above it. I'm just waiting until this check mark appears. Okay, yeah. So hopefully it stays until the apoapsis. It's on warp. It's point prograde. Warp to apoapsis. And this is going to be a pretty minimal burn. Okay. So that is, for the contract, that's fine. So let's just maintain the stability. All right, so the contract is done. But I really want to get this as exact as possible. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. And that is just now raising apoaps. So let's actually raise our apoapsis. It's 2863334. Okay. Got it. At least pretty close. So now what I want to do is I want to warp to the apoapsis. And why did my orbit change? That's quite annoying. Is it going to change back? No, it's not. Oh boy. Oh, I did not mean to. Actually, that got me pretty close. Okay, there's that. I'm going to quick save because I really don't want to lose this orbit. What happens if I warp to periapsis? It stayed relatively the same this time. Because now what I want to do is I want to point retrograde. We're a little further. And then RCS on. If this gets pushed, I actually don't mind. I will pin it though. That's about as close as it's going to get. RCS off. Quick save. Let's warp to here. It keeps jumping. No. This time I'm not accepting it. I'm gonna load the quick save. Cancel, cancel. Like, I want this to be exact. Yeah, so our periapsis is pretty much on it. If I do this, that actually brought it closer. If I do this, if I do this, if I do this, and I do want it to be on, I'll just do it on prograde and, or no, retrograde. Three, two, one. Okay. Good enough. So then I want to go backwards. No, forwards. Whew. Okay. It's like that one is with the periapsis is within 2. The apoapsis is within 14. Okay. I'm okay with that. I want it to face normal. Ah. Alright, so I'm going to quick save because I feel like this is about to lose its positioning, but I just want to watch it for an orbit. Because I've actually never done a geostationary before. So now what I want to do, like I want to, like, okay. That is pretty satisfying. That's really satisfying. Oh my. Okay, I'm a nerd. Okay, anyways, back to Space Center. Okay, cool. So that contract should have been completed. What did we get for that? Geostationary. We got a lot of funding and 12 science. Nice. And we have some debris that we can recover. So I really want to upgrade this, but not yet. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other contract. Okay, so we're going to load up the, where is it? Bonsai 6. We're going to rename it the Bonsai 7. And I'm also going to come in here and find a spot where I can stick on a avionics unit, or avionics hub. So there's no point to sticking on more than one. It also really doesn't want to stick on anywhere. I guess it has to be attached to a node. Man, yeah, that doesn't want to get stuck on anywhere. Hmm. What if I did a little curl? What if I did a cubic octagonal strut here? I just want 2, please. Nope. Give me 2. Thank you. And then I want to move it in slightly. Actually, more than slightly. So cubic octagonal strut. I probably am going to have to actually strut this in, which I guess it wants to do that for whatever reason. Man, this is about to get really ugly. Come down to here, please. Yeah, this is a little bit of an ugly craft. And then I stuck the flyby wires onto the cubic octet. Why is it not? Where did my node go? Alright, you know what? Screw this. I'm sticking it on a docking port. I'm determined. No, they're not going to stick there. Okay. You know what? Whatever. We're just going to do it without the fly-by-wire. Oh, I didn't want to move that, but whatever. So it's just a renamed craft. And I can strip this guy off of it. Because we have plenty of other satellites that we can get scientific data from. Also going to strip the RCS off of it because this one's just a contract and you don't have to, like, it's not a geostationary, so you don't have to get exact with it. Alright, so what is that orbit it wants us to go to? So 4754 by 5260 and 2.4 degrees, and it wants a specific longitude of ascending node. That's fine. Sorry, just took a sip of Gatorade. See if that wets my throat a little bit. Alright, so SAS on, throttle up, and I forgot to do an action group. It's well, I can't do it now. Never mind. Let's just go. So we should have a better thruster weight now, yeah. I believe my inclination is actually the wrong way, but that's fine. Actually, let's just bring this inclination back. Oh boy. Picking up a roll. And for some reason, these liquid fuel counts are jumping around. I wonder, did the fuel lines glitch out a little bit? No. It's just Kerbal being Kerbal. Okay. I would like to be a little more this way, actually. Towards the horizon, please. Alright, side tanks get dropped, and let's just point at the horizon. Alright, where did our debris go? The distant object enhancement is making it to where I have a hard time finding it sometimes. Which is quite the opposite of what it's supposed to do, but oh well. Alright, get me a horizontal speed, please. Welcome back. Alright, what are we feeling for this one? 100 kilometers? 100 kilometers. Close enough. It'll probably dip below 100, but that's fine. Physics warp out of the atmosphere. Yeah, actually, it stayed a little bit above. Alright. Deploy the fairing. And deploy the solar panels. Point prograde, and I'm just going to do this blindly. Alright, so we're at apoapsis. Let's just burn. Alright, and it's not circular, but that's fine. Okay. So, what is our descending node? Ah, we were going the wrong way. I actually need to pin open the ascending node. So, right about there. Yep. If I can click on my orbital trajectory. Yeah, right about there. Want to add normal? What? Anti-normal? What? Okay, now I'm confused. I thought this would change, but it's not. Like, even if I do something insane like that, it's not changing. Okay, maybe that's where it wants it to be. That's fine. So let me just point normal now. This thing does not want to turn. This is anti-normal. That might be the wrong way. So it's going up that way. So let's just, what happens if I do this? It starts pointing the correct way. Okay. Oh, now that my orbit is actually changing, it's, okay. So there's one. And can I get 0? Maybe not. I'll just let those match, because I believe the inclination has to actually be 2 degrees. Nope, where's my... That's the mun. Where is my Kerbin one? Nope, that's the orbital station. 2.4. Okay. There we go. That's 2.4. And now I just want to burn pretty much now, actually. Although, let's have this match. So I'll just go about here. It's not the most efficient place to do it, but it will match the contract. So what is it? 5260599. Okay. Pin that open. Oop, too much. And scroll up. Oh, why does it keep... Okay. Scroll, 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 scroll. Close enough. And that is in 24 minutes. So let's warp there. Alright, our longitude of our ascending node is 348. I don't know if that's going to be good enough, but we shall see. You missed the geostationary. We ended up getting it. It is, where is it? I believe it is, yeah, it's this one. That is geostationary. This one's just hanging out. So this is in 30 seconds. It's a time warp ahead. Alright, and burn. So eventually, probably between streams, I'll just destroy all the debris that we still have left lying around, because that might be what's causing a little bit of the lag. Oh, did I overburn? I think I did. A little bit. So let's just flip to retrograde. No, stop closing that. So what, 5260599? Ah! Okay, that was too much. Kept trying to hit X and I'm pretty sure it auto-saved or something. Let's just, for now. Close enough. Alright, so let's unthrust limit that. And then that inclination is kind of off. So I want to... I need to go which way? So that's our current orbit. I think I need to go... Our apophysis is just low. So what happens if I go here? So what if I combined that with the prograde burn? That's a bad idea. Nope. I'm just gonna accept it. We'll see if the contract is happy or not. Which, nope. Get out of that stupid UI. Uh, change my timing a little bit. I want to keep the apoapsis where it is. Let's change the timing like this. A little more. Nope, this way. Okay, and that periapsis needs to be what, 4754347? It's probably close enough. We can actually underburn this. All right, quick save and time warp. My apoapsis changed. It's so annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. And we will be on the spark for the last little bit of this burn. Oh, Joule is now almost behind the sun. Anyways, I'm just a nerd. Okay. Let's warp ahead to the burn. One and burn. Oop. Man, that engine is loud. It's accepting that. I think we call that good enough. So just maintain stability. All right, and that contract is complete. Out of curiosity, what is our... So that's all the vessel links. It's actually connecting all the way out to Figaro 1. What does our network look like? It's getting there. Interestingly, it's all like on one side right now, but... Alright, so back to Space Center. I keep getting ponged. Okay. Oh, we can recover that and recover that. Okay, cool. I still can't afford that. So next, I think I'm just gonna do the flyby of Minmus. We have about 30 minutes left in this stream, although let me really quickly. Science data from surface of the Mun. We're gonna get that anyways. Do a simple scan with a rover arm. Light scanning arm. Find a Mun large crater. and collect data with the scanning arm. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, another Eve satellite. And it's a Konya? Is that supposed to be Molnia, but Kerbalized? I think so. Yep. We'll have 25 years to do that. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. Repair another satellite. I don't know about that. I don't know which of these contracts. Like, do we do any of these? Because like we can have unlimited, so theoretically we could do all of them. It's just we already have a lot. Hmm. What do y'all think? Do we just take them all and just keep going like that, or do we start like picking and choosing? I mean, this one would force me to build a rover, which is not something I normally do. But we have 8 years to do it. I think we'll have the science by then to do that, so we'll do that one. Could just do another free antenna, or free antenna, free relay sat. Although this one's an HG5 high gain. It's not that great. Do we have any more rescue missions? Are we done with rescue missions for now? That's lame. Um, this would also force me to build a rover. Is it gonna show me where that is? Like if I go back out to the map, it's over here. So then we would need to like launch something, land it close enough to here, and then I'd probably want to drive it over. Which is tricky. Also, our network is expanding. How exciting. Okay. Any other gargantuan objects? No. Okay. Um, hmm. I mean, that would get us more. That would probably get us more science, at least for one of them. I don't know about that. What's the expiration date on it? Nope. That was interesting. The expiration date is 4 years. You know what? Sure. We'll consider that the test for our rovers. Repair satellite. That expires in 3 years. We're probably going to go back to the Mun at some point anyways, so let's just do that. And this one gives us 25 years, so I might just go ahead and do that. Alright, so we have 13 active contracts, but the one I am going to focus on right away is the flyby of Minmus. Alright, and new craft, and now we get to use our E, so this will be the Empress 1. And I want a P reentry module. Which has a decoupler, which is nice. But I'm going to disable it because I don't trust it. So we're going to do a Mark 16 parachute. Probably also want some radial mounts. So which way is the hatch on this? I think it was this guy. Was it? I don't remember. Or that looks more hatch-like, I think. Because I want to be able to EVA. So maybe I just say, like, let's not put it on a hatch at all. I'm pretty sure this isn't hatch. Which one is the hatch? Uh, Here, let me save this. Let me load up another craft that had a reentry module. I believe it was the uh, Diamond 4 that used a reentry module? Nope. Was it the Diamond 3? It was. So I'm just gonna put this on the pad. With let's do Bill. So I'm not gonna stage at all. I'm just gonna have it on the pad. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I need to start factoring loading times into the stream timer. I don't think we have any. Yeah, no, we have no pilots on board. So, which side is he going to exit out of? Okay, so it's the opposite of this one. Good to know. So let's recover that so we get our money back. Do. Hooray, we got all our money back. And actually, we now have enough to do this, but I want to get a little more money before I do. So let's go back to the VAB. Okay, and let's load back up the Empress one. Okay. So it is this one that has the hatch. So I want to put the radial mount parachutes on this side. Those are going to go in the same stage. And then I want drogue chutes as well, which I want on their own stage. And then we are going to put a heat shield. And a decoupler. Now, do I want to do my usual thing of doing this? Yes, I think I do. So science, let's do experiment storage unit. Because I'm going to science farm this a little bit, which also means I can actually move these up here. And then I'm going to do, I still want to do my batteries and reaction wheels and all that jazz. So battery, reaction wheel. And I think I'll do 2 solar panels up here, actually. See if we can recover them. Those are big. Let's do, well, that's the only ones that we can recover, I think. Let's do these, because we haven't used these yet. And all my staging got messed up. So which one's the drogue chutes? This one. Okay, and then we are just going to do a... that is trying to find which... I want to connect it to the lower one. Whichever one's connected to this guy. So that's correct. And then we're just going to use a... Where's it? Terrier. Now, this guy doesn't have gimbaling, does it? Oh, no, it does. Okay. We're going to do truss mount. Because I am now a fan of... I'm now a truss mount stan. Save that. Because in vacuum, that has a bajillion delta V. Yep. And this is just a flyby mission, so... I am going to go ahead and use an adapter. And I'm just going to go straight to... I don't really like that one. Why is it not? Whatever. Yeah, we're just going to go straight to the lifter stage. What do we call it? Yeah, lifting stage. And we're just going to stick on Rockamax, mainsail. How much does that give us in sea level? Almost enough to get to orbit on its own. which is ridiculous. Although something I will do actually is just so we have even more control, I'm going to put a advanced reaction wheel large there, which does drop the delta V, but like we can just stick on a couple solids here and it would probably be fine. So stick these on. I'm going to auto strut this. Let's get some, oh, not Pollexes, thoroughbreds. What is that thrust to weight? 1.54. That is good enough. It is going to go slightly down when I put on these, but that is fine. We still don't have Separatrons, but I'm honestly kind of okay with that. This is slightly off, isn't it? It is. So let me do this again. I just want to move these straight down, please. Not that far. Alright, let's grab struts. Put those here. Can I up this ejection force? No, I can only reduce it. That's fine. Alright, so center of mass, center of aerodynamics. Let's grab some tail fins. I want 4, please. I keep clicking this guy. Oh, we actually don't have... Interesting. So if I do these combined with stupid symmetry, combined with some winglets. Not quite low enough. What if I just stuck on 2 more? The thing is, I actually just want 2 here. Okay, so this thing is going to be extremely stable. Which isn't great because we do want to be able to control it. I think the vectoring might be enough to control it. Keyword might. Who do we want to bring? We want to bring a pilot and a scientist. So Valentina and Jeb have the exact same amount of experience. So we're just going to bring Jeb and Bob. Oh yeah, and then I need to actually load some science equipment on here. Hello. So up here, so this will actually bring the center of mass up, which is good. Because the higher we bring the center of mass, the lower our, or like the more controllable our crap will be. So I'm gonna stick on 2 mystery goos for weight reasons. Actually, is this the same as a mystery goo? It is, so scratch that. I just want 1 on this side. I want a magnetometer boom on this side. I'm going to put a seismic accelerometer. I'm going to put 2 of them because wherever we land is where we're going to want to run that. I'm going to put it on that side because you can only run that while landed. And then we want a barometer and a thermometer. Okay. So we're going to science farm a little bit out of this one. I also do want an action... Oh, I need a antenna. That's kind of important. Let's stick 2 of them on for mass balancing. Stick them here. Those might get ripped off during reentry, so let's just stick them on the science equipment. We won't need it once we're back at Kerbin. Alright, so custom 1, toggle, and toggle. Custom 2 is going to be run report, observe goo, conduct material study, log pressure data, and log temperature data, so we can just run it all at once. And then custom 3 is going to be collect all. And then we'll just do this one manually. All right, so let's, that's 3,800 LTV. That should be enough to get to orbit. Yeah, the solar panels are up here. They're just in a different spot than where I normally put them. All right, I didn't put launch stability enhancers, and I'm realizing that might be a problem. So we may have to just instantly launch this thing. Yeah, so for this one, we're just going for a flyby because stock KSP1 really likes saying that you have to launch a new vessel for every milestone, which is quite annoying. I've been watching a RSS RO RP1 series, and there are several contracts which don't require a new vessel, which is honestly just nice because, like, if you're getting a flyby and then like an orbit doesn't require a new vessel, you can just get into orbit, assuming you have enough Delta V and relightable engines. We're also launching at night. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. Um, yeah, I wish stock KSP1 had that. So it is Jeb and Bob. That's good. I already have this open. All right, so now we start turning. Now, Minmus is at a bit of an inclination, so I don't really mind if we're a little off. And really, I should have checked where Minmus was before doing this. But it'll be fine. I would like to be turned over a little more. Um, I have just noticed that all my staging got messed up. Where is this decoupler? That is supposed to be there. That is supposed to be there. That's really strange. I don't know why my staging got messed up. Okay, we need to be like horizontal right now. That's lovely. Okay, so slightly higher orbit, but I'll drop the apoapsis a little bit. I'm gonna drop it even more. Actually, that's probably fine right there. Oh, we're not in space yet. So that's gonna mess with my orbit a little bit. All right, so let's get out of physics warp, thank you. All right, custom action 1. So everything is deploying. And let's plot the maneuver to circularize. Good enough. And we're pretty much right on it. So let's time warp to that. There's Jewel out there, and Moho. Time warp a little further. 3, 2, 1, and burn. And this thing is overbuilt. So I'm actually gonna, yeah, this is fine. I was gonna drop the lower stage before we hit orbital, but it's fine. I didn't catch it in time. So now I want to set Minmus as a target. And we're gonna hit the descending node first. So I want to pin the ascending node. And I believe I need to burn normal. Yep. And let's just get that as close as possible to, yeah, that's pretty much perfect. And that's going to be this direction. I'm not even going to attempt to bring this whole thing down. If anything, I don't know when we'll stage. All right, warp to there, quick save. All right, this burn is in 1 minute. So let's warp ahead. To 1 and burn. Oop, chase that node a little bit. And it's not going to be exact, but should be close enough. Yeah, still 0.0. So I don't remember when to burn for min-miss. I believe you sort of want to burn. Let's just play around with it. This is probably way wrong. I have a feeling it's going to be like over here somewhere. Oh boy, that was way too much. Ooh, pretty close. Okay. Let's focus view. Because I want to bring that in slightly. I want to make sure that we get space low. Oh, too much. So I don't remember when space low for min-miss starts. Oh my goodness. So we will probably have to refine this a little bit. Can I throw in a little bit of radial? I'm going to assume it's like below 25. And I kind of want to stage here. I'm going to stage. And then I'm just going to face the node. So it probably did change our orbit slightly, but hopefully this thing doesn't drift into us because we did kind of knock it away. Keyword hopefully. Yeah, it's going that way. Are we going to burn into it? Ooh, it's awfully close. About 15 seconds until the burn. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Tell you what, while we're burning, let's run this. Oh, oh, I guess we've already done this. Okay. We haven't done in space high, so that's good to know. I'm going to physics warp just a little bit. Down to about there. Because now I want to get in this view. Oh, drifted off the node slightly. Okay, so let's just point at the node. Okay, let's point prograde. Okay, let's get that in. Oh my. I'm gonna thrust limit this to like 1.5. Let's just 17 might be a little low, but actually no, we should be fine. It does appear that we are coming in on the dark side. Now, is my orbit going to change if I do this? Oops. What? What? Uh, I'm sorry? Okay. That was weird. I'm just gonna load the last quick save, which I think I made after I got in the sphere of influence. I did. Okay. Um, that was strange. I did not like that. We're just gonna warp ahead. I'm gonna warp up to the apoapsis first. And we actually have a free return trajectory from this, although that periapsis is very low. Yeah, I want to slowly warp just because I do not trust that. I say slowly, we're going 1,000 times. Like, what are we connected to right now? Crater Rim, Nye Island, Harvester Massive, KSC. Is that the 4 that it cycles through? Biker Bunner. Okay, Crater Rim. Okay, yeah. I think it cycles through 5. And if we were polar, we would get slightly different stuff. Okay. Also, when is this Minmus escape? Like, when does that happen? It doesn't show. Okay. Because if it's at the apoapsis, then I can just do a tiny burn to bring that periapsis up a little bit. So this stream will run slightly over, but that's fine. I just do not trust the time warping right now. I'm also just curious what our orbital speed is going to be at apoapsis. I mean, am I stupid or does it like... It's not 0. Is it? Am I stupid? Am I misremembering? Surely it's not 0. I mean, it is the orbital speed relative to Kerbin. I guess we'll find out. No, because 0 would mean you're just falling straight back. So, what is it going to be? Boop. Okay, yeah, it's not 0. That's what I thought. Okay. Final verdict is 46 meters a second. Okay, now that we're at apoapsis, I'm gonna quick save and run a magnetometer report. Because I don't think we've done one in space high. We have not. Okay, so click that. Alright, and now quick save, and I'm gonna warp into the sphere of influence. And we lost it. If I unwarp, will it get it back? Yes. Okay, so what happens if I... Stop doing that. That's annoying. Okay. I'm gonna specifically tell it to warp here. I think what it's doing is it's showing the next orbit. That's exactly what it's doing. Okay, so now that we're in the sphere of influence of Minmus, quick save, once again. Let's run everything. So temperature scan, oh god, material study, atmospheric pressure scan, temperature scan, and magnetometer report. Collect all of that. Have Bob EVA and do an EVA report. And then, can he reset this from here? No. So let go, RCS on. Yep, other way, other way. Restore, and restore. And then have him grab and board. Let's collect that EVA report. Let's do a crew report. Collect that. All right. And now I want to warp to Periapsis. And I've never seen Minmus with Parallax, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Are we in space low? No, we're still in space high. Okay. Are we going to be in space low at Periaps? Do not tell me it's 15K. Space near. Okay, we're good. We're good. So run all the experiments. Let's just let them all run. All right. Magnetometer report. Oh, interesting. Instrument reads 0. The goo feels right at home. High radiation environment. Interesting. All right, collect all that. And then we're going to have Bob EVA. We got to do this quick because it is 20K. Restore. Restore. Because we're going to... I'm actually going to switch back to this. Run everything. Run that, run that, run that. Run that. Okay. Bob, do an EVA report like now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to collect the data. And I don't need to restore it. Because we can't collect it again. We're just going to collect all of this data. Take data. Go up, please. Up. Oh, not that fast. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Download data. And I need to make my way to the other side. Oh dear. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it, Bob. You can do it. Okay. Oh dear. No. I want this guy. Take data. And we can just, this isn't the hatch. Where's the hatch? Nope, it's the other side. Grab. Store experiments. And board. A little bit of science farming. Let's close those doors just for aesthetics. Alright, and then let's quick save and head on out of here. Actually, I want to warp to the apoapsis. And when I get there, I want to point prograde. And just in case we have anything that we... Yeah, so it was only the EVA report that we didn't already have it up there. Alright, so... Oh, this is still thrust limited. I was like, why is it so slow? So I'm going to bring this... I'm actually going to bring this up to 55 because I'm going to do a little bit of retrograde once we get there. So, quick save, time warp to about here. So yeah, stream's a little over time, but that's fine. So was the last one. Alright, goodbye, Minmus. We were just there. Ish. Alright, so I want to point orbital retrograde. I can actually go a little more forward. So to like here. Oh, and we're landing on the night side. That's slightly annoying. I'm gonna kill off a little bit of speed. Oh, let me unthrust limit this. Kill off a little bit of speed. And technically I should be doing a radial retrograde burn. I think other radial. Yeah, other radial. Whoopsies. Where's my radial? There it is. Let's also fold everything back once we get like near atmosphere. All right, back to retrograde. All right, we'll call that good. Because now we're like below, yeah, we're way below the Mun's orbital height, and we know we can survive this. So I'm going to point this way and stage. And then now I'm going to fold everything in. Oh, and that autosave caused a bit of lag. So let's warp into the atmosphere. Alright, I'd really like to land on land because I don't know if the seismic accelerometers work in the water. I think I'm going to miss it. I probably could have done a little bit of burning to influence where we landed, but I didn't think about it. Alright, heat shield is burning off some ablator. Is this guy burning off any ablator? A little bit. Oh, this guy's heating up actually. Let's do some rotating. I need at least one of them to survive. Yeah, because you can only do this while landed. Oh, and that is the rest of our rocket blowing up wherever it is. There it is. I'm trying to follow it with my cursor as best I can. I don't think Twitch's compression is capturing it very well. And YouTube's will probably be even worse, so that's fun. Okay. Alright, time to periapsis is increasing, and apoapsis is still drastically dropping, so I don't think we're just going to do a skim and then leave. Now we are definitely landing in the ocean, so that is rather unfortunate. I don't know if the seismic scan counts if you're splashed down. Alright, there's still a lot of air between us and the ground. Alright. $17.50. 1700. We're losing speed nicely. How much ablator burned off in that? More than I expected. And what are we connected to? Nye Island. So that's probably one of these islands over here, wherever they went. Like that one, maybe? I don't know. Alright, 1200, 1150, 1100, 1050, and 1000. So we can physics warp now. Alright, drogues can go out. Mains can go out. I'm going to turn SAS off. Conserve what little electricity we have. So contract complete. That was the satellite. We have explored Minmus. We've completed the contract. And we got some world firsts. Alright, so the drogues brought us down to 30. I'm gonna end the stream after we see how much science we got, and then I will spend the science off stream and just recap what I spent it on in the next one. Okay, we're dropping at 4 meters a second. This is gonna take a minute. And I guess technically it was gonna take 200 seconds, and at 4x time warp, that's about 50 seconds. So yeah, a minute. Alright, down to 400 meters, 350, 300, 250, 200, 150, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Let's just unphysics warp for this last little bit. Okay. Oh, and we are toppling over. Okay. Will this let me do it? No. Okay, you do have to be on land. So that was kind of a waste, but oh well. Let's recover the vessel. And let's see what our science yield is. Come on. Come on. Oh, I hear the birds. Come on. Oh boy, 848. Okay, so with that, how much money did we get? Yeah, a few. And, ooh, Jeb and Bob advanced to level 2. That's nice. Also, our total reputation is now 500. That's a little insane. Okay, with that, thank you all for joining. I will spend this science off stream. Do I want to upgrade this? I'm going to wait a little bit more. What else do we need to upgrade? This guy. This guy. I mean, this guy, but I haven't used that yet. This guy, but I haven't used that yet. And this guy's fully upgraded. Okay, and technically the runway, but... alright, so with that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am back on my twice a week stream schedule, so as long as nothing goes wrong, I should be back streaming on Friday, around the same time. So, when did I start? Like almost 10 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.